Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Pouring Takes with Charlie and Rayya. Today we are joined by our special guest, Dalvin. Take it away, Charlie.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Pouring Takes podcast. I'm Charlie Van. We're coming at you live, well, kind of recorded here, from Underdog, a restaurant and sports club. Join with me always, my wonderful co-host, Rayya.
Hello, world. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday. Today is August 4th, 2025. What's new, everybody?
Right? It's been a really jam-packed sports week. Like when I was making the run sheet for this week, I felt like I just had so much content put down on paper. And with us as always, talking baseball, Mr. Brandon Kerr.
What it do, everybody?
So we're going to get into trade deadline for the Rangers and for the Wings. We're going to get into some Cowboys camp drama. We're going to do some soccer talk for the first time in a long time.
Hey.
And, of course, we're going to touch on the challenge because episode 1 aired last week. But first, guys, we have a new face, as mentioned before. Hello, Dalvin.
Hello, my name is Dalvin. Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about yourself outside of you being a soccer person, which is what we're going to get to later. But talk to me. Who are you?
I'm Dalvin. I'm originally from New Orleans. I've been living here in Dallas for about 13 years now. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I'm a Chelsea fan when it comes to soccer. That is my number one team. I've been a fan for almost 20 years now, which is disgusting to say. I'm a Saints fan, Pelicans fan, so obviously I have just a cursed sports existence. Occasionally LSU wins, but usually it's just all misery.
I was about to say, you got
I need to know your thoughts
Super Bowl
on
in your
Anthony
lifetime.
Davis. What are your thoughts on Anthony Davis?
That you were right to call that out because everybody was like, "Oh wow, Luka left. Oh poor Luka," and I'm like, "Ha ha, Anthony Davis. Everybody fucking hates you again." You
I just wanted to get the obligatory Luka comment
yeah.
off the
You
the
have
bat,
to.
right?
You always
Have to.
do
I'm
that.
sorry, I'm here to represent the other side. It was way more important about Anthony Davis for me. I'm born and raised in New Orleans, Louisiana.
Mm-hmm.
He played in food capital New Orleans,
Oh,
Louisiana.
I know.
When he was drafted and living there for about 6 months at that point, they asked him, "Hey, what's your favorite restaurant in the city?" He said, "I don't know. I usually just order Hooters to my hotel."
Oh,
That's when I
no.
knew
Out of
he
all
was,
the
that
things
he
you
was
can
not
order.
fit for the city, and
He
would
was
never
not
be
meant
Yeah.
for
You know,
Nola.
You
I
lost me at Hooters.
I lost a long-term bet on Anthony Davis. I said that he would win an MVP in his first 5 seasons.
Yeah, no.
Long-term bet failed.
Yeah, betting on New Orleans basketball is a mistake.
Hey, he was. Hey,
I agree.
No, he was incredible.
he was incredible. When
He
came out
was
of
so
school.
good. Nobody knew that but us. That's the unfortunate thing for him.
I
The only
knew.
people
I
that should have
believed
been
in him.
Defenders.
You and Nico.
Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Do not put my name in the same sentence as that traitor. Tell me, Dalvin, seeing that this is a drinking podcast, we are at a bar. I notice you are drinking a Budweiser. Is that your normal go-to, or do you have a favorite cocktail that you like to indulge in?
So as what's the term? I believe I'm California sober. I don't usually drink a
Oh,
lot.
okay.
I'm just trying to loosen up. I'm around new people. I usually go for beer. Budweiser is like my go-to. Just like it's the quintessential American beer.
But heavy.
Exactly. I never understood the popularity of light beers if you weren't like watching your weight. Like I'm skinny as hell. Never had to
That
worry
is a
about
fair
calories.
statement.
And so I would be like
Agree with
dudes
that.
that's like acting tough or whatever. Like, "Oh yeah, brother, give me a Bud Light." Like, why? What do you, you watching your waistline, man? I don't get it. So yeah,
For most of those men, it's not going anywhere.
yeah. Like I don't know.
I do
That's
like a good.
permanent.
I do like a good Budweiser, but I'm such a I love draft, so you just don't see it on draft as much as you
No,
used to.
yeah,
Bud
no.
Light has definitely taken over those taps for you.
Give
Yeah.
me
I just don't get it. I don't
Give
get
me
it.
a nice Yellow Belly Coors Original.
Oh, there you go.
All
Some
about
I
that.
always,
Cobra
a
Kai.
High Life over Miller Lite, like always.
Oh, I
Yeah.
do love a
Yeah.
good High Life.
It's the champagne of beers. They're
It's the
not-
champagne
Yeah.
of beers, baby.
Yes,
When I
sir.
lived in Mississippi, all the beers the same percentage at the time,
Uh-huh.
which was about 3%.
Yeah,
Really low.
that
So
Oklahoma stuff.
with all beer being the same alcohol content, we would just buy whatever was cheapest, and lo and behold, that was Miller High Life, the
Hell
champagne of beers.
Hell
Not Bush.
Bush.
Absolutely.
Not
no,
Bush,
Miller
not
Lite,
Natty Light,
Miller
still
High
reserve.
Life is still the cheapest.
Let me tell
High
you,
Life.
you get a High Life, you take one big chug and then put some orange juice in the rest of it. That little hood mimosa, that is incredible.
Hood
Yeah, it is.
mimosa.
That is good drinking.
Yeah,
right
no,
there.
I get that.
19-year-old Dalvin recommends that very highly.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
I
man.
like it.
Little orange juice and old man.
Speaking of,
Ray, what are you drinking?
I'm drinking Sauvignon Blanc yet again. But you guys, guess what? it is National White Wine Day.
Oh, white
So
wine.
I absolutely had to, because like sometimes I come in here. Oh, sound effects!
That
We
can
got drops.
Wow,
We got drops,
look
guys.
at that.
We've
And I
upgraded.
hit the wrong one, too. I meant to hit this one.
Oh.
He's learning.
Well, they don't-
Well, no, that sounds after she's had a few of those.
Oh,
That's it.
definitely. That's my karaoke song, right?
That's right.
Anyway, but yeah, when I do these shows, I'm like, am I going to drink beer today? Am I going to drink wine? Am I going to have one of their amazing cocktails here at Underdog? But because it's National White Wine Day, the choice was a no-brainer. What about you two? What are we drinking down there?
I mean, it's still summer, so I'm going with my St. Arnold's. This is the Lawnmower. Love it. Any of the beers by St. Arnold, especially,
Does
are very
it
much
taste like
pool.
grass?
No, just it's a little bit notch better than that. It's like
It is from Houston,
rich people's
so
lawn.
pretty much.
No, it's really good. It's a classic. I love their summer. I had one of their summer pilsners yesterday. Just a lot of their beers they make is great for the pool.
Yeah, lawnmowers are good, as the name would imply, after mowing the yard beer.
Oh, okay.
And I'm going with my normal Dos Equis with the lime. Got a deal today as they accidentally poured 2 when I ordered 1. So thank you, Underdog.
Make sure you buy a lottery ticket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, Angel's always looking out for
I
us.
know, right? Angel's my guardian angel over here.
Yeah.
I'm
And
drinking Keef, man. They finally started carrying some THCs.
There
It's
you
called
go.
Keef.
It's called Keef.
Yeah, this one's orange.
I heard you call it THC Fanta. and
Yeah, it's
I-
basically THC.
It does
Wow.
look like
Perfect.
Fanta.
That's amazing.
Those
I
are-
know the name is Keith.
It tastes like Fanta, too. Maybe not my most sessionable fave, but it'll get by.
Hey, that's all we need, right?
That's right. I
It
need
works.
about
It
100
does the
milligrams a
job.
day to function. This will start the process.
There you go.
Does
In the words
job,
of our
right?
quarterback, here we go.
Here we go. Here we go.
All right.
Speaking of,
I was going to say, what did y'all do this weekend?
I cried.
Why did you
Why
cry?
did you cry, Tanner?
Why would we let go of Micah Parsons? Why are we treating this man so
Oh.
bad?
We are not treating him bad.
Are
we
you not? That's
are,
not what he said.
We are on his side, if
He
anything.
isn't going anywhere.
Well, we'll get into this.
Unhappily
yeah,
so.
we'll get into that.
It's yeah.
I can't
But-
imagine. Honestly, Tanner, I know you did not cry over this. You are not that attached that
That's
you'd be
true.
crying
I
on a
was
weekend.
like, oh, delicious.
You like seeing other people cry about.
You're like, here's some content.
You like-
yeah.
That's right. I was,
You're on all like the Reddit boards, like trolling people.
That's true. You got me there.
yeah.
I'm
I did
sorry.
have a nice little Saturday, though. I sent y'all some pictures. I went out to Globe Life Field
Yes, you
Hell
did.
yeah.
and saw My Chemical Romance.
That's fun.
Yeah, so I am still continuing my, hey, when we were young, these are the bands we listened to. Let's see them at least one more time before, everybody is no longer with us.
That's real because also
Um,
like bands are done.
So I've seen Newfound Glory recently, Sum 41, Smashing Pumpkins, Green Day, all of these 90 bands. My Chemical Romance, not necessarily 90s. It's more
They're the tail end of that
but
group.
It's, still that same
Like middle school and
emo
high
was
school
not
for
a
me.
phase that I fully respect. Emo was not a phase band, but they had an opener that I did not know was Garbage.
Hell yeah.
So
Oh,
that
yeah.
definitely
You were excited.
I-
Meaning that the band wasn't garbage. It was
I was
the
about to say,
actual
do you
band
mean the
garbage.
band garbage?
Shirley Manson
Okay.
with Stupid Girl and
Yeah.
I'm Only Happy When It Rains, songs I have not thought about in 15 years. But, man, I loved Garbage when I was in my teens. And
Hell yeah.
I was really excited when I learned that they were opening for My Chemical Romance. I was like, hell yeah, this is going to be awesome. And it was great. But I did learn something because y'all know I am going to Vegas in October for the When We Were Young show.
oh, snap.
Bark.
It is a 12-hour outdoor festival.
And that's
in the
why it's
desert.
October.
This concert was only 4 hours, and I was standing the whole time.
Ooh.
And yesterday was miserable
Yeah.
because I'm like, these knees cannot handle.
Do you know what
this.
you need?
I need training for a festival.
Not just training. Yes, I fully recommend like hitting the treadmill for like 30 minutes a day. Till
Yeah,
that day
I need to
comes.
do something.
But you need one of those like foot spa things. That
Oh,
you
yeah,
just
those
put
little-
water in, and then you have the little massager on the inside. It's like what they use when you get pedicures, but you
I
can
mean,
have
that
one
just
at
sounds
home.
Nice
Yeah, you put
all the way
fish in
around.
it, and then it eats all the
And
dead
then
skin
and then
off
you
of
put Epsom salt in it, and it'll help with your recovery.
Also,
No,
are you raw dogging standing? Or you have any insoles? You got knee pads? You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Yeah,
I'll figure this out.
Raw dog.
But I did tell my boss today.
I like it.
I was like, I might need one of these standing desks that have been floating around because sitting all day is not going to help.
Yeah, I have a standing desk as well. I had knee surgery in 2020 and in 2021, and my knee still locks up
Yeah.
to this day if I sit for too long.
Yeah, I went to this same show 2 years ago, 2023. But even just 2 years later, I'm like, yeah, this is going to suck.
Yeah.
But I'm going to
Hard
love
time.
every second
Oh,
of
yeah.
it. But it's
And you'll have alcohol and maybe some other
Yeah.
substances.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
worry
yeah.
about you.
Yeah, I'll be fine. You know, Blink's playing. We got some Panic at the Disco. We got some Weezer, Offspring.
This sounds like a night at Shot Topic.
See, this
I'm
is
very
why
excited.
I don't think these bands are going to go away. Like stuff like these concerts, Warped Tour being back in select cities is keeping them preserved. And also, what
What are they, fossils?
hey,
No,
look at,
I would-
that's the Rolling Stones.
It's
Sorry.
just I got into this little phase of like, oh, Weezer's in town.
Yeah.
Let's go see them. And then I was like, MXPX, let's go.
Those dudes are going to be printing money. I don't think there's been a band that's made a dent on people's like shit since like Cage the Elephant. I think they're the last band to like chart on
Yeah.
the main charts. Like it's bad for
Yeah.
bands and rock music.
Now I got to listen to goddamn Jelly Roll.
I
Yeah.
love Jelly Roll. You
Why?
leave Jelly Roll
Nobody-
alone.
That's the
Likes Jelly Roll.
phoniest dude I've ever seen.
He can
Guys,
wrestle, though.
I really love Jelly Roll. Just leave me alone.
I like Posty, but I don't like Jelly Roll.
Fuck Jelly Roll.
You leave Jelly Roll out of this.
Man, he's the lamest.
Once I found out Teddy Swims existed, I just didn't need Jelly
Exactly.
Roll.
How you gonna live in a world with Jelly Roll when Teddy Swims out
But
there?
Teddy Swims actually is in town this week. He'll be here Thursday.
Yes.
Hey.
They both got face
That's my
tats.
birthday.
Okay.
Fun fact.
Big white guys with face tats. That's their lane.
I only go to shows where they performed in the 90s and or aughts.
Fair enough.
Which, speaking of, Less Than Jake coming up.
Yes,
Hey,
it
let's
is.
go.
What did you do, Charlie?
Friday night, I went and saw Double Bear at Twilight Lounge.
True dat.
It was show was awesome, by the way. It's interesting time, obviously, if you've been following the news with Deep Ellum. So where the streets are a little bit closed, but it's still a kick-ass show. You guys did an awesome tribute to the one and only Ozzy Osbourne.
We did.
Nice.
We played some War Pigs and Paranoid and a bunch of other shit all at once. It was really fun.
But it was fun. It was very chill, very laid back.
I have something to say about Deep Ellum.
Yeah.
Please
So-
do.
They could have billed this as, guys, we know it's been hard to get around Deep Ellum, and we're really excited to unveil. We're going to close the streets down to traffic so you guys can have some space and stretch out and express yourselves. If they would have billed it like that, rock star. Everybody would have had a good time. But instead, they went out there and said, Deep Ellum's closed at 10, and the police are going to kick your fucking teeth in if you have anything to say about it. And it was the most bullshit. Nobody was out there except
No.
children.
Yeah.
19, 20 years old going to 19 and 20-year-old clubs, if you know what that's like.
Sounds
And-
awful.
Yeah.
That's how it was on Wednesday, though, too. I saw Primus
Yeah.
at
Ooh.
Factory, and yeah, it
Primus, I
was
missed
exactly
that
like
one.
that. It was just, I don't know. It's a horrible aura right now just because.
Damn.
What is? Well,
vibes
but,
are abysmal.
but for us that have been down on
I'm
Main
just really
Street
proud
for
of you
years,
using the word aura.
But that's what it is. I mean, we've seen the waves, ups and downs with Deep Ellum, and there's a second I was like, all right, it could be back. It could be, and this is just gonna
The second
hurt
they show any
businesses.
signs of making any more money, the Baptists get in there and start fucking shit up.
Not-
You can quote, I'm going to mark that, too.
righteous gemstones.
It ebbs and flows. It'll be back at some point, but it is in a low right now.
They won't be satisfied until they level that shit.
Swings
more,
between Baptists and
more-
Bullets. That
more.
seems like
Although
the-
I went to shout out to Skyrocket Burger. That place was pretty good.
It is good.
hell yeah,
It is.
I
really
love
good.
Skyrocket Burger.
It is
Yeah.
affordable and really good. Saturday went bowling for a
Bowling?
friend's
Ooh,
birthday at Pin
heck yeah.
Stack. It's been a long time since I
I
bowled,
love
and it
Pin
sure showed that it was a long time.
What's
since
your
I
all-time
bowled.
high score?
Gosh, I haven't even gotten towards 200. I don't think.
Is
so.
that
205,
God
suck a dick.
Lord,
All
I
right.
could never. I could never. If I break like
around that.
125,
yeah,
I'm
I
happy
think my high
with
score was like
myself.
130.
Okay, we played the second round, and I was like, "All right, I'm in first," and then quickly I dropped to third. But it was like,
Aw.
but it was only you bowl once. You couldn't bowl twice. So I started with a strike. I'm like, "This is awesome." And then
Why would you
our
only
lane
bowl
broke,
once?
and we went to another lane, and then I went down to third.
Oh,
No. I
Brutal.
always like do really poorly my first game.
Yeah, because it's
Sec-
your warm up.
Yeah, second game really well, and by the time the third game rolls around, I'm like
Tired.
88. 85.
I got a
Dolphin.
2-game max. I get too bored.
But
I
yeah,
can
my
bowl
high score is probably about 200, like you, Tanner.
Yeah.
I've done that before.
Oh,
Yeah,
I feel
yeah.
like
Well-
we need a pouring takes bowling challenge.
Well, I feel like
yeah,
bowling,
dude.
it's like pool, right? If you do well, your confidence is like, whew. You do horrible, you're like, I want out.
I don't
right
know,
now.
though. I feel like pool is no stamina component. You throw that 12-pound ball enough times, you start to get tired.
I would
You know what?
like
I
to
did feel
argue.
some muscles I haven't felt.
Are
in
we
a while.
counting the Wii? Because on the Wii, my high score is like 300.
Oh,
I
same.
mean,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Again,
Absolutely.
it
Yeah.
takes out the stamina component. It's true.
I don't know, man. I
Wii
think
bowling
I
was
some
the-
tennis
was
elbow
fire.
after playing Wii Sports.
I will say with pool, it's brain fatigue because you're doing all the math and the geometry
Yeah, I
to
was
get
gonna
those
say, fuck
shots.
geometry.
Yeah, no math for
that
me,
gets
man.
exhausting.
Physics rules.
my hands
Damn
aren't
right
big
it
Math
does.
sucks.
cool. Like I can always see the shot that needs to be made, but I can't do it. My hands are always shaking.
All right, let's get into some topics, man. I'm ready. I'm itching.
Well, Rayya, what'd you do this weekend?
Oh,
'Cause that's
shit,
going
Rayya,
to lead
what are you
into
doing?
our. That's going to lead into our first
Tanner's
topic.
got this power now where he's in charge of how long we spend on everything, and he's going to take advantage of it.
Yeah.
That's right.
So I kept my promise to you guys and to our viewers. I did go to the American Airlines Center for the Wings game on Friday night.
Oh,
Heck
soft.
yeah.
Yeah.
Show off that hat. Show
Yeah,
off that
so I
hat.
picked up this True Brand hat,
I like it.
Nice.
the little Wings hat.
Shouts out, sponsor us.
If only the letters were upside down like they
No,
should be.
I love that they're not upside down. I'm not a douchebag. I'm only a half douchebag.
What is up? Is that a thing though? The upside down city hat. When did
That's
that
how they
start?
started. That's how True Brand started. It was with these upside down Dallas hats. It was started by this guy, or one of the guys is Ben DiNucci, and he used to be a quarterback for the
Oh,
Dallas
I
Cowboys.
remember him. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, the backup.
And when they first launched the brand, they had Dak Prescott wear it. And he wore it to one press conference, and that shit took off so fast.
Yep.
Yeah.
I see
So-
those everywhere. I'm sorry. Sorry. to
Yeah.
do that.
So now they do collabs with all of the Dallas pro teams, and they did
But that
with the
wings hat's pretty fire. I like it.
I know. And I'm not really a snapback wearer, but I saw it and I was like, I have to have it.
I'm always snapback.
Snapbacks
I'm
and
in the club
tattoos.
now. So I went to the game. They played the Fever. Honestly, knowing that Caitlin Clark was not going to be in the game, I fully expected the arena to be half empty. It was not. I would say it was about 80-85% full.
That's awesome.
I'm getting
Mostly
deja vu because this
wingman?
happened last time.
It did.
She was hurt last time. Was she hurt this time?
Yeah, she's still struggling with the same
Oh.
groin injury. She actually doesn't have a return date set.
oh.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's tough.
That's not
So they're playing. The WNBA is happening without Caitlin Clark right now. And honestly, you
good.
guys,
It sounds like they're doing
Oh
okay.
wow!
with
They're
it.
doing
still
just
They
fine.
still play the games. That's crazy.
the world goes on. There's other talent besides Caitlin Clark in the W.
Wow.
Shocking.
Shouts out Paige Buckets.
She balled. She balled out. It was
Rookie
so,
of the month.
so fun to see her play live. Just the way she moves. Her shot is beautiful. Enrique looked great. But the one thing I really want to talk about today with the Wings is this trade. that
Yes,
dropped
I knew that's
yesterday.
where you're going.
Oh my God, you guys!
Mustard.
I kind of felt like good one. I kind of felt like Dejanay was on the trading block anyway, and we've talked about her before. She's essentially a top 5 defender. She was brought in to be like a pillar of the franchise, but you know what? We are in tank mode, and I'm
Yeah.
really sad. So they traded Dejanay away. Got with the Lynx. By the way, Lynx fully now my
They're
pick
winning
to
the
win the whole
championship,
damn thing.
They're winning.
They came up short last season. Dejanay is going to get them over the hump because she can lock down a Sabrina, for example, if they have to play New York again in the finals.
So Charlie mentioned this word a minute ago, aura.
Yes.
Dejanay has an aura, right?
Dejanay has the aura.
That's what I kind of remember just seeing clips of her. I was like, she's aura farming like nobody's business.
Absolutely. Like, she talks the talk, walks the walk. She is loud and proud. My goodness. She's that player you want on your team that's going to talk all that shit, and she's going to hit these hard fouls for you. But when you play against her, God, you're going to fucking hate her.
Yeah.
That's what you want, though. That's
You
like
want that.
Your
You
favorite.
want
That's
that.
everybody's favorite player. That's fan favorite material.
Exactly. This is your enforcer.
That's the Luca.
That's what y'all need when y'all have Paige, though. You know, like you need.
Yeah, you need someone to protect Paige, and that's what she was. Like in the WNBA world, Dejanay is known as Paige's mother. Like,
That's awesome.
yeah, that was their
The
relationship.
Tyson Chandler, right?
Exactly.
Yeah,
To Dirk.
exactly. So for me, it's a huge loss. It's a huge loss for Paige. It's a huge loss for the city of Dallas. And, they're making all these moves.
Okay, I'm sorry. I just want to chime in. I don't know if
Yes.
this is a hot take. It's a question, though.
Yeah, ask away.
Is it time to trade Rayya?
I mean, I think she is on the final year of her deal, right?
Oh, so is she going to leave? That's even worse.
I think there's a possibility.
You could lose her for nothing. Like, yeah, you
I think
need
it's
to.
going to be Team Page and Man Bun.
Well, I was going to say, you're making all these moves to tank, but you won't fire the coach. That's just
Yeah.
crazy.
Why?
When is the trade
if it
deadline?
ain't broke,
The
don't
7th?
fix it.
Oh,
It's
so
pretty broke.
like
I'm
3
saying,
days.
if
Yeah, but
tanking
he
is your
doesn't.
goal,
He's a
Man
tank
Bun
commander. Yeah, I get what
is
you're
like
Yeah, but you're also decreasing your stock for future free agents, too, by keeping him around. You're seeing videos go viral of the players, checking out when he's talking.
yeah.
Embarrassing. I saw that.
I mean,
Yeah.
he's got a man bun. I would.
yeah.
Man bun in 2025. What do you got to say about
It's
yourself?
bad enough when you had a man bun when it was in style. But like,
Yeah.
it's even
Yeah.
worse now.
I mean, there's a reason Aaron Rodgers cut that
Yeah.
off pretty quick.
Aaron Rodgers had the discernment to know it
Yeah.
was time for something to be over. And
the
go to
Hat
the
Man
window.
told
Yeah.
him.
But yeah, it's just so frustrating. And even in the game I went to, that game was close in the first half.
Yeah.
The lead changes back and forth, maybe 2 points here, 3 points there, whatever. In the second half, he benched everybody.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, and Paige went down with an injury and she ended up coming back, but like
Like he was tanking the game.
he was already tanking the game.
Should have benched
Like
himself.
it was obviously he was throwing the game. It's just yeah, exactly.
Okay, wait.
Good, Tanner.
I'm not gonna lie. I have a conspiracy.
Tanner's having a
I'm
lot of
just
I love the
curious.
feint of the.
Are you guys? I know y'all. First of all, y'all are obviously tanking. Are you tanking in order to bring Paige's
Girlfriend,
onto the team?
this is a great question.
Conspiracy.
So,
Press
AZ
the
Fun.
conspiracy button.
That's right, I do.
Yeah.
Ooh,
He has a conspiracy
I'm
button.
excited about this.
Or a hypothetical, too. Could be either one.
So, AZ Fudd could easily be a top 3 pick in the draft.
Mhm.
But if the Dallas Wings get lucky again and get the number 1 overall, they have to get Lauren Betts. She brings size,
Okay.
talent. I think she and Paige will really complement each other.
Do you think that would offend Paige though, and she would be like, I don't know, looking at the
I mean,
door?
they've already been teammates before. I think it's a lot of pressure when you're that young and you're put on this stage. Like, that's where the WNBA is very different than other pro leagues. The WNBA is one of the few leagues where you play with your significant other. You either play with them or against them.
Yeah.
It's very
Often,
common.
yeah.
It's very, very common. It adds a whole nother layer
That and,
to this game.
Women, I'll talk about that also in the soccer section. That's the other.
Yeah.
Yeah, it happens in soccer too. That's right. And so, for me, if I'm Paige, I don't want to be on the same team as my girlfriend. That is so much pressure.
Yeah,
Like,
because
what happens when you
if-
break up
what
and
if
you're
they
only
don't work out?
23 years old?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I get it if you're a little older. Maybe you're like later in your career, you're in your upper 20s, lower 30s, and you have your partner, and you guys want to win a ring
Yeah,
together.
I feel like playing with your wife would
Cool.
probably be better than playing with your girlfriend.
Playing with your girlfriend, nah.
Yeah.
You could go somewhere else with that.
Yeah, I mean, they break up. They can make a trade easily.
Imagine getting traded because
Not-
y'all broke up. Like,
yeah,
that's crazy.
but like, I'm not gonna spend a number 1 overall pick or a top 3 pick on the hopes
Yeah.
of that maybe 2 20-something-year-olds are gonna stay together.
But she's
No, I
that
agree
good.
with you.
Easy
I
fun.
agree.
It'd be
oh
good
no,
for
AZ
TV,
Fudd
though.
can fucking ball.
Yeah, she's that good.
It'd be
Absolutely.
good.
But like, my pick is gonna be Lauren Betts.
Okay.
Hands down.
And
That's mine.
where's she play right now?
UCLA.
Okay.
I do have a new WNBA crush.
Oh,
Who is this? I need to know.
Yeah, you were talking about enforcer, someone who's going to get in that ass. Get it.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, I used it. That's how passionate.
Oh.
Sophie Cunningham didn't know she was a black belt in Taekwondo.
Okay.
Joined the club.
Oh wow! So she was here on Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you've been seeing her on TikTok, her and
I
Kaylin.
follow her.
No,
I
the
was about to
videos
say, Rayya's
people
seen
where
her
they're
on TikTok.
together. No, she's
Cheaters? What are you talking about?
on TikTok.
The video where they're together.
No, her and they do those promo videos like that's my best friend.
Oh, right.
Because
right.
she went so when
You said-
Kaylin was getting bullied
Sorry.
by my other girlfriend
Who's
Angel
that?
Reese?
crush.
Yeah, Charlie.
Sophie.
Hell yeah. Borty, Angel.
Yeah.
Angel Reese?
Thank you.
Sophie came in and I mean that's what she does.
Yeah, Sophie's a badass chick. Like she's one of the taller girls, which is nice. She's fun to follow on TikTok. She does all the cute little trends. She wears really cute tunnel fits. Teaser for next week, by the way. We are doing a tunnel fit ranking on the girls show next week.
Oh,
Fun
Oh,
fact.
okay,
Yeah.
good.
I'm excited about that.
I'll prepare a stack.
Yes.
A
Why'd you
slide
sound so much
deck.
like Hank Hill when you said that?
She is.
prepare
But
us.
yeah, she's.
But I was
Prepare
gonna
us
say the
back.
other thing that note about Sophie Cunningham is that she was very outspoken on how bad the refs are in the W, and she made like a really cryptic-ish TikTok that she ended up getting fined for.
Oh no.
Real.
Yeah, so
Rude.
Well,
Very
you don't
rude.
mess with
Cuban
the,
Cuban
black belt.
understands that.
yeah, definitely. I feel like you as a player should be allowed to be critical of the refs. It's not
Yeah.
like she called anybody out by name. It's not like she said on this game on this night. It was more of a general, hey, the refs are really slacking. And she didn't even say that. What she did was she took that man-child soundbite that was trending on TikTok, and then she basically said, refs be like, and then it's the lyrics to man-child.
Unacceptable.
That's one of the cool things about baseball is if you get mad at an ump's call, you can just yell at them and kick dirt at them in the moment. Sure, you'll get kicked out right then.
But like, what's
That's it.
in
Yeah.
all sports? What is the line for getting kicked out for words? Like, they all have different thresholds. I hate this. I hate that. I feel like
And-
refs should be required to take all verbal abuse, as long as they don't hit you.
Yeah.
I'm not opposed
How
to
do I
that,
draw the
actually.
line? Like, all right,
I mean, you make an error,
Yeah,
you're
don't
going to hear about
physically
it.
hurt them.
You should be able to hear about it if you make an error. The
yeah,
cost
and like this is,
that-
I'm getting paid millions. There's hundreds of millions, thousands of dollars on the line when I do everything. You call a foul on me in the finals or whatever, you a bitch. Like, I get the right to call you a
Yeah.
bitch.
No, that's why in baseball, like, if you're going to get kicked out, get your money's worth, right?
Yeah.
Because you
Get your money's worth.
might make a decision that ends my season. Like, we may not be going to the playoffs. We may not be going to the
You
championship.
know who
because
would
of your
benefit
error.
from this?
Luka.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey,
And the other teams, because
you're going to have
Luka
to
will
add a
stop and
Luka
bitch
counter
for 10 hours.
Oh, yeah.
to our role here. Anytime Luka's mentioned, you
Oh no!
Just
Counter.
have a counter on
You
the
have an
screen.
extension button.
yeah.
Got it.
But you know, I'm really glad that you guys are taking an interest in the WNBA. It means a lot to me. We're approaching the last quarter-ish of the season. Playoffs will start soon, and I'll tell y'all.
We need to get a show field trip out to a game.
I know we
I would
should.
go.
The
When are they
tickets
going
are
to
really
leave?
cheap.
All right, when are they leaving Arlington? That's what I'm
Oh,
really going
okay.
to plug in
So
on Wings.
now they're making us wait till 2026.
Oh, yeah.
That's
they have to
like
wait.
6
I will
months away.
continue
Yeah, it'll be
supporting
her.
the Chicago Sky until then.
I don't blame you. I don't.
My LSU allegiance comes first.
Absolutely, I hear you. And
Poor
Chicago
College
has
Park.
HVL too, so. I like
All
that.
right.
Many memories.
Less so, but I
So-
still like her.
WNBA trade deadline is the 7th, so there's a couple days left to make a couple moves. But you know what trade deadline just passed? It's the MLB, and our Rangers made a little bit of noise. Brandon, grade our trade.
Our trades, I give it B.
I'm on board.
Yeah, I think anytime you can add a starting pitcher of Merrill Kelly's caliber, which he's not an ace, but he's definitely a 2 or 3 in most rotations. In ours, he would probably slot in the 3 spot behind DeGrom and Evaldi.
Shout out Evaldi.
I didn't
Pitcher
have
of the
starter.
month.
Yeah, I didn't have starting pitching on my radar. I went into Thursday going, they're going to get some bullpen help and probably try to get a right-handed bat. Right, like that's kind of what I was thinking. So they made a couple of moves to get some relief pitchers. Colombe has a great strikeout rate, great ERA. He's always been serviceable. He doesn't have the stuff to be like a certified closer because he doesn't really throw fast and hard, but he has stuff that moves and a nice whiff rate, right? So that's good. Phil Matone, he is the guy that broke Josh Young's hand a couple of years ago. So immediately I went, I don't like that guy, right?
But hey,
But
That's
Join
like when
him.
the Stars traded
apparently
for Dumba.
he felt really bad about that. Obviously, he said he did. And he's done pretty well in his first 2 appearances for the Rangers. So overall, I give it a B. The prospects they gave up were a couple of top 10 prospects for the Rangers farm system up until like 20s. So, yeah, like prospects are hit or miss anyway, right? You didn't give up
Definitely.
anybody that's a surefire Sebastian Walcott, right? Like, as long as you didn't give up Sebastian Walcott, it's fine.
What a
right?
name.
Like, he's going to be a monster, right? Anybody else, he's pretty much untouchable. Anybody else in that farm system was up for grabs for the right price. And they made some moves that I think, help solidify their rotation and their bullpen for a playoff run. Any team, and I'm sure the Yankees and the Mariners and Tigers. They all have ace pitchers in their rotation as well. But anybody that faces the Rangers, if the Rangers make the playoffs and they have to face Eovaldi, DeGrom, Merrill Kelly, and if Tyler Molly's back in a 3-game series,
Yikes.
that's pretty daunting, right? I don't think any team's like itching to do that.
Ooh, I like it. Scandalous.
Yeah.
What were you thinking as those ESPN alerts just came in one after another?
I
Because
got so little work done on Thursday. Like, literally, I'm just sitting there texting, being like, oh, this guy's getting moved. I'm like, oh, Tyler Rogers got traded twice in 2 days.
Oh my
That's crazy. Like, Wednesday, he got traded to the Pirates, and then the Pirates traded him to the Cubs the next day. I'm like,
Crazy.
that's insane. It was a wild trade day. I love trade deadline day.
I bet you do.
Some don't live up to this, but this one was really good.
Is there anyone that you expected to be traded that wasn't traded?
Yeah, I think a couple teams went all out. Like the Twins, I don't know who's left on their team, really. They traded everybody.
Weren't they like actually kind
That's a
of
very
halfway
Minnesota thing to
They were
do.
halfway decent, too. It's not like they were, like, bottom of the barrel. I don't think they were
50
really in
$50.
contention. But Diamondbacks kind of did the same thing. We obviously got Merrill Kelly from them. They had Zach Gallen they could have traded. They didn't. The White Sox somehow didn't move Luis Robert Jr., which I thought he would be like one of the biggest bats available because the bat market wasn't super heavy.
It was all
like
about the arms, huh?
the Mariners got pretty much the 2 best bats on the market with Eugenio Suarez
Yeah.
and Josh Naylor.
And we're getting looked at them. We're looking at them. We were looking at them. Woo!
Yeah.
Words are hard. We were looking at them over the last few games. We just wrapped up a series with the Mariners.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
unfun. So unfun.
There was a fun rumor while we're still talking about the trades, though, when, I'm following Twitter all day and somebody says, Rangers are talking to the Pirates to bring in Bednar, who ended up going to the Yankees, and Tommy Pham, which a bat, okay.
That's not bad.
Yeah, but putting Tommy Pham on the same team as Jock Peterson is hilarious if you know their backstory.
I do.
Because, like,
Explain.
3 years ago, they were in a fantasy football league together, and Tommy Pham got so mad at Jock Peterson for some kind of infraction that on the warning track before a game, he slapped Jock Peterson in the face and got suspended for it.
Worth
And
it.
I don't think they're friends.
Yeah.
So, like, putting them
Dang.
in the same locker room, I immediately go, that's hilarious. I want that to
my
happen.
God.
So I would have really enjoyed that from just a personal excitement, entertainment value. Not that I'm a huge Tommy fan, but he's probably better than what Jock's been doing.
Ugh, don't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you think those moves make a better case for us to grab one of these wild card spots? Because I feel like the division is pretty much out of reach.
Not really.
Really?
Like 2.5 games back.
Yeah.
I don't know. I always just
Luckily-
expect Houston or Seattle to do something.
Yeah,
crazy.
luckily, while we were losing to the Mariners, the Astros were also losing.
So there you go.
Also, them trading for Carlos Correa to come back.
Yeah.
Wild.
Yeah, that
That
was
was
a big
crazy.
move. That was a big move. That was a move that I was actually surprised happened.
Same.
So you can add Correa to that list of the best bats that moved. I think he's one of those 3. So Houston getting him obviously is a feather in their cap. But I think Houston kept losing this week. I think they're winning tonight. They were before we started the show. But we have a lot of problems playing in Seattle. It's kind of our bugaboo,
Yeah.
to quote John C. Riley.
You mean Beyonce?
We just don't really do well there. I was very upset Friday night with the walk-off home run. That one made me sad.
Absolutely.
And then yesterday, Bochy got really pissed at Garcia for not sliding into second. I mean,
You know what?
You're seeing the frustration, right?
This is what I'm telling you every week. Like, I hate Garcia.
No, he's a frustrating player.
He's
I
so
get that.
frustrating. He is the boyfriend that tells you he's going to get better and just keeps doing the same dumb shit over and over and over.
I wouldn't know anything about that.
Yeah, I've never heard of such a thing.
We all reacted like,
So
Are you saying women
we're
are
only
perfect?
2
We don't do
games
that?
behind Seattle, and I think 2.5, 3 games behind Houston. So we're still right there. We start a series with the Yankees tonight. They're right in that same mix. So we have a good series against the Yankees. We're right there. I mean, the series did not go the way I wanted it to, but it didn't bury us, so that's good.
Last question on this, and then I'm going to move us along. On a scale of 0% to 100%, what do you put our playoff predictor meter at?
Oh, 2 weeks ago I would have said 20%.
Okay.
Last week I would have said 70. I think we're probably more at the 55% range
Okay.
now. I think
so
we
a little
still have
optimistic.
a really good chance because, again, our rotation is stacked. It is.
Uh-huh.
It really is. That's not to say we will make it, but I have faith in Bochy. I have faith in our veterans like Seager and Simeon to pull it out when they need to. Our rotation, like I said, is stacked.
Hey-o.
It sounds like y'all are going to turn into that team you don't want to see in the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping so. That's the way it was in 23, right? So, Bochy, I mean, I hate to jinx it or anything like that, but
I don't believe in jinxing.
every other year, right? That was his.
All I
image
know
in
is
bag
this.
in
San Francisco.
All I know is this. Bruce Bochy has that get in that ass energy,
That's right.
and it's very much appreciated.
Get in that ass energy.
Get in that
Speaking
ass.
of trades, now that we've talked about these major
Oh.
trade deadlines,
The-
we teased it earlier. This week it came out of Cowboys training camp that Micah Parsons is frustrated that he hasn't gotten his deal done. I'm frustrated for you, buddy. And now he is officially formally requested a trade. I don't know if
won't get.
right. I don't know if any of you guys read his statement
Yeah,
on Instagram
I
or
did.
whatever. But yeah, some very fiery words back there. What the fuck is going on?
The normal thing that goes on. Just he's a talker. CD. Everyone before him's not a talker, other than Dez. But Dez kind of came up before like really social media and podcasting. I mean, look, how I looked at it is, I mean, he has a right to be emotional, especially when you. I hate hearing the whole playoff thing because TJ Watt has the same amount of stats as Micah, and he got paid. Tell me what Myles Garrett has done in the postseason. Hasn't seen it. It's not about that. It's just about you're seeing other guys around you who've, you're supposed to be the guy. You're held as the guy. You're in Jerry's phone. You're the guy, and he's pussyfooting around as he always does. It's not just Micah. I think Micah's frustration is just he's finally like, how many times are we going to do this every year? Like, it looks bad because you're going to pay me, but you're making it look you don't care about me, like you don't care about this team, like you don't know how you're running a football team.
Y'all
and
know
I'm
why,
just going to
though.
say it.
Y'all know why.
I mean, we all know why.
Hey, look, I just in case the viewers forgot, I am not a Cowboys fan.
Yeah.
I'm a Saints fan. I love making fun of the Cowboys. It's fantastic. Nevertheless, you guys, Jerry is aware of not very much, but he is aware of the fact that y'all are not about to win the Super Bowl. He needs the Cowboys to be a big deal. If you are not going to be an elite team, how will you be a big deal? By having the most stories, by being in the news the most. There is no genuine business reason to delay paying your best players. In fact, all of the incentive is to do it in advance. All you got to do is set the market, let the market get set, and then you're paying more because other dudes are like, why? It makes literally zero sense.
0 cents.
I mean,
Yeah,
I know
yeah,
Steven went to
Dalvin-
business school. Like, what the hell?
Dalvin, I agree with you. You're 100% right. I think it's keeping the Cowboys in the
News
the
cycle.
front vision,
Yeah.
right? But that doesn't change the fact that it's not a smart move. Like,
Yeah.
it's not accomplishing anything. Like, the Cowboys are still going to be that without this contract dispute.
Yeah.
Like, you don't need Jerry to be having a D-measuring contest with Micah to, sell the Cowboys brand. That it's already sold. Like,
Yeah,
you're
again, being a good team
diminishing
would sell it even
returns at
better.
this point,
It-
right?
It's a
And-
waste of energy.
And I just want to point out that say they never get a deal done this year, he's still a restricted free agent. He can be tagged next season.
Yep.
They can hold on to him for 2 years and him
Yeah.
not even play a
Like,
snap.
he's not going anywhere. They keep using the term, Jerry's using this as it's negotiation tactics. I'm like, there's no negotiating
Yeah.
involved.
Yeah.
Like, you know what you're going to pay him. The number is already set. So just either pay him or don't, but we know you're going to.
So say, I agree with you guys. We're going to pay the man, whatever it is. But having this holdout, how much do you guys think this affects the team overall by Micah not getting the training camp reps? I mean, he
Cancer.
probably wouldn't even play in preseason, let's be real. But
Yeah.
but like having him outside of like being able to mentor the younger guys and all of that
A
stuff.
new defensive coordinator.
Yep.
How does that affect us long term?
Well, it's a huge distraction. I mean, I think they were all fired up going into, you get Pickens, you have a new head coach, you just have a lot of new and returning. So there was this aura of like, all right, we're on the right
Pickens.
track.
This is the word. This is the
Yeah, I'm
episode
using
title.
smart words now. But now this is a big distraction, and he is a leader of that defense. He is. And it's just like, here we go again. Like, here we go again. The distraction last year was with Lamb and
here
Dak.
we go.
It's like, why do this? Also, by the way, I just want to touch, they're doing it all the wrong way because his agent isn't even involved. That's actually a no-no. Like, his
it's
agent isn't
shady.
even. It is shady, and it's against
so
rules.
shady, and
Like-
it feels like Jerry's taking advantage of the situation, and it makes me sick.
It feels like Jerry's taking advantage of a lot of players, and he's upset that he can't take advantage of Micah. Is what it sounds like to me, and he got upset about it. Yeah, I agree with Charlie that it's a distraction. It's diminishing returns at this point because, again, we know what he's going to pay him. Just do it. And I can't put a number on how bad it hurts, but it's definitely not good not having Micah there, right?
Right.
That's why he's still holding in. He understands not even being there is even worse. Because Micah's also not dumb. He
He's
knows he's
professional.
going to get paid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He knows he's not getting traded. He understands all that too. It is to Charlie's point about social media, Jerry's never encountered somebody to use and weaponize social media against him like Micah will, right? Dak wouldn't do that.
No.
CD didn't do that. But Micah, who has a podcast, who is not scared to speak his mind, is out on social media all the time. So Jerry is still never encountered that before. And like I've said
Good point.
in the past, that he treats us fans like we don't know how to use the internet.
Yeah.
Jerry doesn't realize what he's getting into a social media war, right? It's about to start, so he really needs to cut this off pretty quickly.
Well,
Yeah, he's not going to win this. Like,
He's never won any of these.
yeah, I know.
Like, he definitely ain't winning this one.
yeah.
all right, let me play a little devil's advocate just to piss you guys off.
All right, let's go.
I love it. You should definitely do it.
I don't get mad at anything.
Charlie gets mad. That's what I like to see. I love Angry Charlie. Angry Charlie is one of my favorite personalities out there.
Let's see if we can
But-
make it happen.
But anyway, say Jerry says, you know what, fuck you, Micah Parsons. You're making me look bad. You're bringing negative sentiment towards the Dallas Cowboys brand. I know I can get something in return for you. Keep in mind, you guys, the Cowboys are probably the third best team in that division. We're not going anywhere. Does it make any sense out there for Jerry to say, you know what, let me get a couple first rounders in exchange for Micah Parsons? Or maybe some big star in the secondary.
Well, we're gonna have to see some football.
Charlie, I'll let you go first.
No, it'd be pretty dumb. Because what you're saying is, hey Pickens, pack up your bags. You should leave because this is a freaking waste.
It is a freaking waste. if
You're
you think about
rolling
it.
a dice on what you don't know. I'm a firm believer, and actually, Jerry, this is actually Jerry's thinking. Loves familiarity, and you know what you have in Micah, and why even take the chance? Because you won't be good. Because there isn't. If you would have, I would have gone after Abdul Carter. I would have made something. If you knew you weren't
Yeah.
going to have that, or there's
If you
minute.
That's
even
a fair point.
if you
No,
had
that's what
a
I'm
really
saying.
good point.
That's what I'm
a
saying.
hint,
Otherwise,
you weren't going to pay him.
do you remember DeMarcus Ware? I do. I remember when
Yeah.
we did not pay him, and what did that
Yeah.
defense look like up until 2021? Really?
Yeah.
And
No,
so
you're right.
And then he won a Super Bowl for another team.
didn't we just get mad at Nico for, I'm just saying what stats don't, your stats do not lie, even when he's hurt. Like, you just don't do that. And I don't think he'll do it. I mean, I've heard people on the radio today, fans, trade him. Then good luck being at the bottom. The Giants will surpass you.
I was going to say, I think Jerry doesn't give a fuck where we finished. 'Cause if he gave a fuck these last
Hey,
few
does he give
seasons-
not enough fucks to trade him to the Eagles?
Yeah, I think he'll move him wherever.
Y'all
he needs
remember
to
when
for
he
this
let
deal,
DeMarco
but-
I'm
Murray
going to
signed with the
disagree a
Eagles?
little bit. I think he does give a little bit.
I think
You
he
don't
does.
make the Pickens move. That's not a move. We're shocked by that. That's not a Jerry move in a long time. That's a move right now. Like, hey, maybe we're not Super Bowl, but he knows he doesn't got a lot. Let's be honest, a lot of time. Like he may say some stuff, but
Yeah.
that was an Eagles move. That was not a normal Jerry move. A normal Jerry move is I'm okay with the receivers I have. Let's see if the Jonathan Mingo.
I mean, you guys draft
happens.
exceptionally well. Like,
Yeah.
I can understand.
So
why you
I think he cares, but he still thinks he can outsmart and be that. And
He's always struggling between caring and making money.
that's
Right? Like he
yeah,
has
it's the devil
What a
angel
life.
on your
Yeah.
shoulder and the
Which
devil on your
sometimes they go hand in hand, and sometimes they don't. Right? So he's always struggled with
It just
that.
feels like the best
Well-
teams have completely made them be hand in
Yeah.
hand. Like,
It's the owner versus the GM.
Yeah.
And that's the problem. A lot of teams have the separate.
So on the trading Micah thing, I don't think he'll do it. But
Okay.
in Rayya's scenario, he gets mad enough, and he does. I think the window has passed to get the best value for him.
Yeah.
If you were
Fair.
going to do that, you should have done that before OTAs and before the draft, really, to get picks in this year's draft, right? Just, bird in the hand, right? I don't necessarily think y'all said third best team. Okay, I don't know about that, right?
Really?
Eagles are definitely better, but the Commanders.
Do we have to talk about the fact that they were in the NFC Championship game last year?
I mean,
It
I
doesn't
would
matter.
expect
The
a little bit
turnover-
of sophomore slump.
The
before
turnover in
Daniel-
football
Yeah.
is half the playoff teams don't make it the next year,
and I will
right?
give you this as well. Scary Terry also.
I
opted
know.
for
When I
a
say a
trade.
spur trade.
So that makes a difference.
So
for sure.
everybody that's like Jaden Daniels is the best quarterback ever. I watched RG3 have a great year, and then his
They-
second year
Well,
was
he got
awful.
hurt.
They
I watched
fucked-
CJ
they fucked with
Stroud.
him.
I watched CJ Stroud have a great first year and then regress
Okay,
his second
my-
year. So don't come at me with the Commanders are locked in at that number 2
I'm not
spot.
saying they're locked in.
They're not.
But I
But
will
right
say
now,
this.
I would put them
I
before
will
y'all.
say CJ Stroud has a really shitty offensive line.
Yeah.
The Houston Texans notoriously always have bad O-lines. What they did to RG3 back in the day was purely coaching. They put him in shitty situation after shitty situation.
Because they hate
Speaking of coaching, Dan Quinn's MO is always really good at first and then progressively gets worse,
Okay,
right?
I get it. 28-3.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah, I'm
Hey,
just
what
saying.
was that score?
Well,
the turnover in football is so much of like half the teams
Yeah.
that even though the Cowboys did not have a good year last year, they did enough in this offseason, which was way more than they did last offseason, to be dangerous. Again, they need to pay Micah. They got Pickens. Dak hopefully will be healthy, which don't
That's
get
a
me started.
coin flip. But we do have a
No,
decent
any-
backup in
any
that we can.
health-related
Well,
situation
there's some questions.
of coin flip.
Well-
But I think it's between them and Washington as the second best team. I think it could go either way.
It could. I mean, I just look at this. It goes back to, okay, if you trade Micah, what does it say about being an LA guy on any of these teams? And this goes back.
No, if they trade Micah, they're waving the white flag.
Yes.
Fair
And,
I agree with
and
that.
Jerry doesn't like to do that.
But also,
yeah.
like, it tells players that get drafted by the Cowboys, what's the fucking point?
Yeah, what's the
Like,
point in playing
yeah.
here?
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to start the aura of the Cowboys
Oh my god.
is
Yeah.
not what it used to be.
Started
so these
something.
younger players,
I'm so proud of you.
they have no idea these 90s Cowboys.
Yeah, I
that
was
used
6
to
years old,
win,
y'all
right?
last
Like, they
Super
don't
Bowl.
know.
Ugh.
So if Jerry's going to keep disrespecting his players, like
Yeah.
he really has been,
Mm-hmm.
and Dalvin and I were talking before we went online. It may not just be Jerry. Steven has an issue here too, right?
He's the
We
cap
did-
guy.
We talked about that last week. For
He's
sure.
always been the cap guy.
Yeah, just don't think once Jerry's finally gone that the grass is going to be greener with Steven. It's not. It's not. But if you keep disrespecting the players, they're not in a position to just say, I want to play for the Cowboys because it's the Cowboys. They're not going to do that.
Yeah.
You're hurting your
It's just
overall
terrible.
for sure.
But
But
so
here,
we'll see.
I was going
It's
to say
just terrible is a great way to end the Cowboys.
It's
Hey.
just terrible.
terrible. But
Did I
listen,
act mad enough?
Yes, you did. I'd love you
Okay.
for this.
It was an act. I'm not
Okay.
mad.
2 weeks from tonight, we will be doing our Dallas Cowboys / NFL season preview. We will talk through all of the ins and outs of what we think the season will look like. We'll make all of our predictions, our long-term bets, as Tanner
Heck
loves,
yeah.
as well as who we see winning the Super Bowl at the end of the whole shindig.
Washington.
Additionally, Additionally, we will even drop some fantasy football nuggets because guess what? The 4 of us are officially now in a league together.
Watch out now.
So things are going to get a little dicey over the
I
next
know.
few
There's gonna
months,
be
and
some
I
trash
am
talk.
looking forward to it. Oh my gosh, we're going to be embarrassing each other on here. It's going to be great.
We're going to have side bets.
So I'm looking forward to welcoming Brandon and Tanner into mine and Charlie's league. We're going to have some fun.
I'm excited.
All right. Well, the whole reason, as Bruce Buffer would say, our main event is Dalvin teaching us a little bit about EPL.
Oh, wow.
But
That's amazing.
Tanner, do you want to sell something first?
Oh, yes.
I do. Hi, Internet. Do you have a product or a service you'd like to let everybody know about?
Yeah.
Thousands of people at a time tune into our podcast to hear our latest sports talk, and they can hear about your specialty too. Do you have a product, a service, a viewpoint? Come tell us about it. Admin at pouringtakes.com.
Thank you, Tanner.
Good job, Tanner.
All right. So now I can say it. The main event. Let's talk about some football. And I mean the real football.
Oh, hey, bro, football.
Let's kick it.
Oh, my God. Drink. We need more drinks. Okay. So let me give you a little context
Okay.
into all of our individual paths with soccer. I'll go first. I went to a international school
Okay.
for middle
Touched
school and
you
high
twice.
school, and most of my classmates were from Europe.
Okay. So huge football fans.
Huge. Like my school didn't have an American football team. Homecoming revolved around soccer. That's how I
Nice.
Were
grew
y'all
up.
good?
Really good.
Okay.
Really, really good. Like
I mean, if you're
went to
gonna
state every year.
Yeah,
Really
okay.
good.
build around that, I would think you would need to be good.
Yeah, exactly.
It's funny because like any old Europeans would do. Like you could have a bunch of Hungarians at your school, and y'all would still probably wouldn't stay.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
I mean, so my school was actually half French, and
No, that's overkill.
and we had a lot of people from the UK, a lot of people from the Netherlands.
Oh, y'all have
So-
baller countries as well. Them
so-
men can kick
well,
bull, bruv.
Essentially, my
I'm
school.
gonna keep doing a British accent. I'm so sorry.
I love it. My school was full of kids whose parents worked in oil and gas because I lived in Houston. There it goes.
Okay.
There it
Did
is.
you go to Audi?
Yes,
Gross.
I did.
Okay, that.
Shut up. Why
No,
do
I
you
didn't-
know?
I
Why
didn't
do you know?
So when I went to Houston for Katrina, one of my classmates, because I went to like a really, really nerdy school in New Orleans, and this rich girl that I went to high school with, she went to Audi.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah, I
And so
remember
I knew that
after Katrina, all of the kids from New
But
Orleans transferred in.
yeah, I remember
Yeah.
I was trying to like we were trying to collab and like pick a school or whatever, and she was telling me that she was going there, and my parents, but the guy I was living with, I was living with my aunt and my parents, whatever. We were at their house, and my uncle was like, "Oh yeah, there's this school in whatever." That school was bullshit. It was like a hood ass Mexican school. He thought it was. That's not the point. That's not the, I'm familiar with Audi. So
That's
sorry.
crazy. No one ever is. Literally, my graduating class was 80 people. So, like,
Super random, small world.
so we're going to talk about this later.
Yeah, offline.
We're going to talk about this later. So, anyway, I surrounded myself around all these Europeans. They all watched soccer/football, and I felt like I had to pick a team. And at the time, Cristiano Ronaldo was like the hottest man on the planet.
Okay, that's a
There
fair.
it
You didn't
goes.
say that at first.
There
You
it
told me you were a
goes.
United fan. That makes a ton
And there it is.
And there it is.
I was
and that
waiting
is
for
how
it. That's how it
Rayya
started.
became a Manchester United fan. And then I ended up working for Aon out of college.
Oh, okay. Well, then it
So-
was really locked in.
So then all of my like Man U swag came from working for Aon.
Okay.
Crazy. What about you guys? How did you guys get into soccer?
So, briefly played it for 2 seconds. That's where I learned I had dyslexia as a kid.
Was it the impact of the ball?
It was actually scoring on my own team.
Uh-oh.
Own goal. Own goal.
You know, but my
Did you celebrate it?
I did, and I couldn't realize why nobody wanted to talk to me, and my parents had to break the news. But all I cared about was that I scored. So,
That's how you
You're like,
get
still
it.
count.
but my sister, however,
Was that in
was
high
much
school?
better. No, well, that was kindergarten. That's where you kind of get sorted out. Okay, how's your career gonna be in
Can
school?
you go
At least it wasn't like high school.
You know. But my sister, on the other hand, was way better and played select. And one of her coaches, she had the privilege of being coached by Jimmy Malaya, who played for Liverpool. And so we became a Liverpool family. So yeah, soccer is been one of our tops that we watched for a long time.
So, Rayya, you got Who are you? Who's your fandom?
Man U.
Man U and
Liverpool.
Liverpool. Brandon, what are you?
So I am a Tottenham fan.
All right.
Actually, so go Spurs. I have no real reason why, except for about 7 or 8 years ago, my buddy Chris just said, "Hey, we should adopt an EPL team," and I said, "Okay," and he's like, "What about Tottenham?" And I said, "Okay." And we just started talking and watching the matches. You know, they come on really early on Saturdays and Sundays sometimes, so I'm not awake for them all the time.
Yeah.
But
They are hard to watch.
I learned not too long after that my best friend from high school, Craig, and my buddy Josh are also Tottenham fans.
Oh.
So we had this group just that happened organic, and we started a group chat. They are way more into it than I am, to the point where the group chat is called Craig and Josh Talk Soccer because they're going back and forth, and like me and Chris, and we have some other people in there that are Wolverhampton fans, and we have an Everton fan in there. We will chime in occasionally, but it's really just Josh and Craig going back and forth. We did take a trip to London in 2019 to go see a match.
Nice.
So we saw the final match of the season, Tottenham versus Everton,
Oh, wow.
and Harry Kane scored a goal on a free kick right in front of us. I mean, we were way up, but
Come on, you
in front of us.
Spurs.
Yeah, it was one of the coolest moments ever. Just first year of the new stadium. It was a fun trip. London's my favorite city on the planet,
Hell yeah.
I love London.
and I would go back right now. I would move there if I was offered a job or we moved the podcast to London.
Awesome.
You know what? I'm going to take that under consideration because I would love to live in London. I am
London's
a
the
Canadian.
best.
We'll
It
go
is
to
literally the best city
You
on
guys,
the planet.
I am a Canadian citizen. It is the Commonwealth.
The weather makes it,
It
tough
could
to
happen.
claim truly the best city in the world, but it's definitely up there.
What about you, Tanner?
It's anytime you walk out of wherever you're at, you're like, "There's a pub, there's a pub,
That does
there's
help.
a pub,"
Yeah.
and they don't care. They're like, "Oh, it's 3 PM. Yeah, we're done with work. We're just at the pub." And I'm like, I love that.
Yeah, it's
Sure.
a good feeling. I got into soccer right now, so I have to pick. I have to pick an allegiance. I don't know anything about anybody.
Good. Oh, perfect.
Tottenham.
Perfect.
I only
Tottenham.
watched a few games with my former roommate, and he's been my liaison on anything soccer related. I just hope both teams have fun.
Both teams play hard.
Tanner, let me ask you this:
That's-
when you watch the World Cup, what country do you align with the most?
I
Because I'm
usually
assuming
pick-
it's not USA.
I usually pick Cameroon.
There you go.
I was so close to wearing a Cameroon jersey today. Like, dead
I
ass.
love this.
Dead ass.
I just
Cameroon is definitely the swaggiest African country. I'm so sorry, Nigeria. Y'all have the best jerseys, but y'all never do it.
Yeah, like they're just so cool, and I watched a few games with them a long time ago. So I usually root for like a small African country.
You rooted for them a long time ago because they had Samuel Eto'o, who was literally one of the greatest players.
Oh yeah,
That
like
was
this would have been back
what
in
an
like
era.
2006, maybe.
Yeah.
ETO''O. If you never heard of him, Google him. Look up his highlights. One of the greatest players of all time. Samuel
Right.
Eto'o.
So
No,
top-
we'll find you a team, Tanner.
That's right.
We'll
that's
pick you
what-
one.
like
We'll
to
pick you
find
one.
a team.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
like a lot of off-field drama.
Got it. It sounds like you're about to be a United
It
fan.
sounds like-
but-
Yeah, I was gonna say, you're one of my
Manchester
people.
United.
So talk to me. Okay, so I'm not as invested as I used to be, but I
Got
hear
it.
the EPL season's about to kick off. Give me what the
Exciting.
timeline, roughly how many games,
Got it.
all of that.
All right,
Give me
so-
the groundwork.
First off, I'm a Chelsea fan. I don't know if I said that on camera already. I think I did, but I had to say it again.
Congrats on the
people.
championship.
Gross.
Thank you. We are the
Multiple of
Club
them.
World Cup champions.
Gross.
I guess I'm gonna take it from like an explaining tone, and like I don't want to talk down to anybody, but you know I'm just gonna start from the lowest level, right?
Here we go.
Promotion, relegation. There's 20 teams in the league. The worst 3 teams at the end of the season will be relegated into the lower level.
I love the word relegate.
Yeah, that league underneath the Premier League, Premier, that's as high as it gets. Underneath that is the Championship. There's leagues under that. We don't need to talk about that. So those bottom 3 teams, they get relegated. Top 3 teams get promoted. And so starting with this season, 20 new teams. There's 38 games every season. You play everybody once, home and away. So it's pretty easy to understand what your schedule. The only real differences will be when those games happen. There's usually a festive period around Christmas. After the Christmas break, you go from having one game a week on Saturday to usually having a game on Saturday and Wednesday. So a lot of teams start to fall off around that time because it's just a lot on your squad. But I would say that soccer fandom, especially in England, is most analogous to like college football fandom in the sense that, you know, teams have a historical fan base and a historical way of playing. If you support Manchester United, you are used to having fast wingers. You're used to having really combative midfielders. Like, y'all play a certain type of way. You play at the end of the halves, you know, you're going to make the most out of stoppage time. Y'all like to steal results. That is what Manchester United does. Arsenal plays beautiful football. They will lose a game before they play ugly kick the ball downfield and just hope that you have somebody fast there to get it. They are very much an aesthetics club. So I'm going to try to go through very quickly the general vibe of each club that is going to be in the Premier League this year. And, you know, that'll hopefully help you if you're trying to pick a fandom, you know, kind of get into it. So, obviously, Arsenal. I have a list. Sorry, I hate to
I'm
look
very into this.
I hate to look at my phone on camera, but I do have to.
No, you're fine.
I'm excited
You
for
did your
Liverpool.
homework.
Yeah,
Oh,
no, I
look
wanted.
at
I
this
couldn't be
homework.
on an illustrious podcast such as yours and talking nonsense. So, all right, Arsenal. Again, Arsenal is probably the most popular of the London clubs. I would say England, there's really only 3 city clubs in England. Manchester's a city, Liverpool's a city, a small city, but a city nonetheless, and then there's London. London has like 7 clubs out of the 20 that are in the Premier League. 7 of them are in London, so it's a huge slice of the pie. Arsenal is definitely the most popular of the London clubs. I regret to inform everybody. They are the main characters of London. They are not the best right now, though. They are currently on a 20-year drought of winning the league.
It's a long
Ooh.
time.
Yeah.
Sounds familiar.
And like certain other
Cowboys.
that haven't won anything in 20 years, that last championships was a real blinder. Like, they are the only lossless champion. I'm not going to say undefeated because they had a bunch of draws, but they're the only team to ever go undefeated for a title. They have a gold version of the trophy because of that. They love to lord that over everybody's head. Like, oh, yeah, you may have won the league, but do you have a gold trophy? Nobody else does. I mean,
Wow. I
so
did not know
that's the
that.
thing to Arsenal. That's 2004. That was a big deal. They play beautiful football. Okay. Next, there's of the London clubs. I guess no, we have to keep it London. I'll go alphabetical order. Aston Villa, relatively big club. It's the biggest club in Birmingham, England. Birmingham is probably the first club outside of the cities. It's just a real big town. They're usually very good. They played in the Champions League last year. Champions League, if y'all don't know, top 4 teams in every European league
That's right.
goes to the
That's the
Champions
fun
League.
one.
So you
And
get
then-
like Barcelona, Real Madrid,
Juventus.
PSG,
PSG, Juventus,
and
yeah.
then so there's that, and then there's like the NIT competition of Europe, where basically teams 5 and 6 of your league play in the Europa League, and now they've thus also added the UEFA Conference League,
Yeah.
a 3rd-tier championship for like 6 and 7 of your league. That Chelsea, after a terrible season last year, we had to play in the Conference League this year, but we won it. I mean, we basically smoked every team that we played. We
Yeah.
had no business being in such a lowly competition. That's not the point.
Yoink.
Aston Villa, they're a good team.
Yeah.
There's one of 3 teams in the Premier League that wear burgundy and blue. They're one of those teams. Next, we have Bournemouth. Bournemouth is in the south of England. They play like damn near on the beach. They weirdly had unbelievably good players this season, but everybody already bought them. 2 of them went to Liverpool. I think one of them went to Chelsea. Like,
Yeah.
whatever. The thing about middle-class teams, like, you'll fall in love with players, but the big teams always come up and buy them. It's hard to support them. Next, there's Brentford. Exact same story. West London team. They lost their 2 best players and their coach, who is the new manager of Tottenham. They're going to be really good. I don't know how really good. Maybe top 5, maybe top 4, but we'll save that. How do I explain this? So, you know how, like, in American football, when you have a team that's, like, really, like, not fancy and, like, you're running a high school offense, is basically like the quarterback running around and you just hand it to your running back all the time. The soccer version of that is, like, I got a real big striker. He's going to get down on the other end by that goal. He's going to play basketball offense and try to post up somebody.
Yikes.
And you just kick that ball down the field, let that big boy go in there and get that damn ball. That's how they don't talk like that. Imagine the British version of that accent. That
They're
is
going
how
to get down there and get that damn ball.
Hey, oh, man, just
good.
hoof it
That
down
was
with
a good
play.
British accent.
Route 1 in it. So Burnley is like the quintessential club of that. Another one of the blue and burgundy teams. They play in a Just absolutely hideous ball. All of their defenders are there to like beat you up, and they're just trying to kick it to the big dude, and they're gonna try to steal one goal.
Can I do one more, please? Yes.
Next, alphabetically, the biggest club in London, the most successful club in London. They've won literally every trophy that's available to be won by a club in club football. Chelsea Football Club. So
Gross.
I support Chelsea. I supported Chelsea because I was a bored young man during Hurricane Katrina. I left New Orleans. I was living in Houston, didn't have many friends. It was a World Cup summer. ESPN did a special about a player named Didier Drogba.
Ooh, I like him.
Exactly. I liked him so much that I devoted myself to this club, and it's been 20 years now.
He played in the Ivory Coast, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
He was such a baller,
Small African country.
That's right.
such a baller, that he was like, hey, you guys, please stop this civil war. Let's just be friends and watch football. And then they did. He was so cold, he stopped the civil war. That's why
dope
I
as
support.
fuck.
Yeah.
That's
So
some aura right there.
I've been a Chelsea supporter ever since. Thank you so much. I later
Quite
learned
an
that Chelsea
aura.
is like the official like racism club of London and like have the most racist fan base. So that sucks. I'm not British. I didn't know that. I'm
Oh
not.
my God, they're like Boston.
Yeah, pretty much.
Huh.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I have seen an article before where somebody related all the EPL teams to Major League Baseball teams.
I seen it for the NFL too, because I was
Yeah.
about to say Newcastle and the Saints is like a perfect analogy. That's
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, Tottenham, I think, was pretty much the Patriots or something like that. I don't-
They no
Yeah.
way that Tottenham was the Patriots.
No,
the
I
Patriots
don't-
won all the time.
No,
And you guys were
I don't remember who it was, but
Ooh, it's getting awkward in here.
No. I just had to, all right. Sorry. So I'll skip to Tottenham. Tottenham, one of the biggest clubs. They have a huge fan base. One of the biggest clubs in London. They're Arsenal's arch rivals. They go back and forth. Their fans hate each other, right? They are very famously losers. They haven't won a trophy
Yes.
in like 30 years.
yes.
But they won the Europa League this year in the
Oh.
Champions League.
Yeah,
It stunned
fifth place.
everybody. So they're back. They won a trophy. All
Yeah,
of
I
the
was going to
jokes.
say, how is this the Patriots?
Yeah, all of the
It's
jokes
not. As
that
soon
we
as I said it, I went, no, that's not right. But
y'all
it
are
was
like the
somebody-
Jets.
It wasn't the Jets.
Y'all are in the big city, but y'all are the
Ooh.
other
I'm
team.
Googling it.
That's tough.
Yeah. That's. I mean,
Brandon
I
needs to
stole
stand
that
on
joke from the
business right
original
now.
Ted
Actually,
Lasso.
might have
That
been
is tough.
Giants.
That's the original joke from the Ted Lasso commercial. Like, I'm the coach of the Jets, because they are the other team in London.
Yeah, you're right. It actually might be one of those
I'm
loser
so sorry
teams.
to. Yeah.
Yoicks.
But even worse than that, Crystal Palace, they're another London team. They're in South London. South London is like the black area of London, so it's like people like them. They usually have a bunch of cool black players that play well, but like they're not a good team.
Really good Jamaican food in South.
Yeah,
London.
exactly.
Shout
But
out.
they're not good, and they won't be a threat to win anything. So if you just want to root for like cool British dudes and like, oh yeah, I like black British culture, maybe you might like Crystal Palace. But otherwise, there's not really a reason to vote for them.
Oh, I know who it was. It's the Vikings.
That makes
Which
sense.
is, yeah, it was the Vikings.
All right.
Used to heartbreak.
Skull.
Next,
Yeah.
there is
Big fan base, but just never wins. Yeah.
Everton. Everton.
Oh, yeah.
People try to root for Everton because they're always kind of like an also ran, almost good team. They're basically, their whole existence is they're Liverpool's arch rival. They're the other team in Liverpool. Liverpool wears red. Everton wears blue. They're known as the Toffees. They never win shit. They are not good. They usually also play that British hoofball SEC version of run the damn ball football. That's what they are. Next, there's Fulham. They are Chelsea's, I guess, closest rival, but Chelsea is, again, as I mentioned, very, very good. Fulham is kind of like a mid-tier team, but they're very,
Yikes.
very close to each other in West London. Fulham likes to buy a lot of old Arsenal players. Not much to mention. They're a very boring team. Their colors are even black and white, like super boring.
Oh.
Nottingham Forest. Okay, first of all, coolest name, Britishest name by far.
Wait, is this Robin Hood's team?
Yeah. I think
Yeah,
so.
I
So
think
their logo
so.
is a big tree. It's sweet. They wear red and white. I don't know where Nottingham is in England. Like
I have no idea. I couldn't tell you either.
But,
It's
like,
in the wood.
they won 2 European champions, so Champions Leagues in the 70s. They're one of the most
Oh.
accomplished teams in England. But, I mean, they're not so good anymore. They had a great season last year, though. They finished like 5th or 6th. They almost were in the Champions League again. They're going to be in the Europa League this year. I feel like this is, if you were like, you're hipster about it, you're looking for a team.
This is probably going to be your team.
Nottingham
yeah.
Forest is definitely up there. Next, there's Newcastle United. Newcastle United, as I mentioned earlier, when they do the like fan, they're like the Saints in the sense that very iconic colors, Newcastle is a team dressed like referees. They got the black and white stripes.
Yep.
Newcastle within England is a small town that's known for partying. Like you go there to go out.
Interesting.
Very similar to New Orleans. And also, not super successful. They got one championship, and they got that one championship behind the greatest scorer in the history of the Premier League. His name is Alan Shearer. Nobody scored more goals than Alan Shearer.
This makes sense.
New Orleans had that one quarterback that one time that made us not ass, and we won that one
That's
Super Bowl.
hilarious.
So I do see that comparison a lot. Saints fans, if you're looking for a team to root for, Newcastle is not a bad choice. Next, there's Liverpool.
Let's go.
So Liverpool has lots of rivals. Liverpool is historically the most successful. Well, they're the most successful team in England on the European basis. They have 7 European championships. Arsenal and Man United have more domestic, like England championships. So it's kind of a split. But
Interesting.
Liverpool is definitely one of the most dominant teams in Europe. They're the current reigning champions. They won the championship this year. They have super iconic players. Virgil van Dijk, he's a center back. He's a defender. One of the best defenders in the league, probably the best defender of his generation. There's also Mohamed Salah, Mo Salah.
He's good.
Yes,
He's my favorite.
He's a winger.
He's really annoying to me.
Yeah, he came from
You're
Chelsea.
a hater.
Because
He's
Chelsea
just
is
so
such
good.
an impatient, we got to be good right now
Thank
as
you,
team.
Angel.
When he was young and not good yet, we sold him. He immediately went to Liverpool and became the player of the decade.
Mhm.
The other player of the decade plays for Manchester City, and he also came from Chelsea. Nevertheless, Liverpool is one of the few clubs who still have, for lack of a better word, a soul. Like they stand for something. If you go to their stadiums, you go to their games, they all sing the same songs. It's a very, very close-knit fan community.
They got strong aura. Very.
The most
winning aura.
They're
feel
constantly
like-
farming aura.
You guys, every time we say aura, now we got to drink.
Can I ask you something on that, or maybe I'll ask it after you get through the
No,
team?
I
Oh,
asked
please
now.
stop me.
No,
I've been
go
talking
ahead.
so much.
Okay, so it goes like, because obviously this starts August 15th.
Yep.
We have Liverpool kicking things off.
Mhm.
You mentioned Manchester City, who's the last team to 3 consecutive titles.
Five consecutive titles.
5 consecutive titles.
Jesus.
So it's not easy. It's not in any sport. It's not easy winning 1, let alone even 2. Looking at Liverpool, you just mentioned they have one of the best. Like Mo Salah is one of the best out there.
Absolutely.
What can they do to continue that? And why will they? And why will they not?
Before you answer, do you have money on this? Is this why you're asking this question?
No, because if you're gonna take that stride from a team like Manchester, you kind of need that return, especially with the team they have right now. It's like, so why will they repeat and why won't they not?
Okay,
Ooh, good
so
question.
I'll give a little background as well. Liverpool and Manchester City have been going for like basically the past 10 championships. They are the 2 clubs of the 2010s and early 2020s by far. Liverpool had a manager named Jurgen Klopp, German guy.
Oh, I know who that is.
We love Jurgen Klopp.
If you see the Trivago commercial, they don't even play it up like it's Jurgen Klopp. He just seems like some guy with a weird accent. It's hilarious. Nevertheless, he played a style of football that was like very punk rock, play as hard, play defense hard, do everything hard and fast. He was basically playing basketball out there, right?
Hard and fast. Tanner, hard and fast.
Sorry, we don't do phrasing anymore. He left. He was burnt out. He was there for almost a decade. They got a new coach, Arne Slot. He won the championship. Usually when a team wins the championship, how they follow that up says a lot, right? This is the first time that Liverpool has gone out there and really spent money in a very long time. So like I said, Liverpool's a team with a moral conscience, right? They definitely don't like the fact that other teams have come in and just spent hundreds of millions of dollars every summer. Like Chelsea, they look down on us for that. So it's kind of ironic in a sense to see that they're going crazy in the market this summer. So there's a player named Florian Wirtz. He was German. He played for Bayer Leverkusen. He's one of the best under 25 players in the world. He's probably the best German talent in the world. Every club in the world wanted him. Liverpool got him. They paid like over $100 million for him. It's a huge deal. They got Kirkez. He's a left back from another smaller team, Bournemouth, that I mentioned earlier. One of the best players in his position. Looks like the whole point is that they spent a ton of money after winning the championship. So like anything other than them winning either the Champions League or England again, or both, would be a disappointment. They are absolutely primed to repeat. So now, like, this manager who came in with, basically the old manager's players, they didn't really buy anybody for him. He had a ridiculously successful season. Now he's getting his own players, and they're all elite. They really didn't lose any of their elite talent other than Trent Alexander-Arnold. So Trent Alexander-Arnold.
That's what I was shocked by. I thought maybe they would lose more.
Yeah, no, I thought that either Van Dijk or Salah would also leave, but they both re-signed. So Trent Alexander-Arnold, he's born and raised in Liverpool. He played in Liverpool's academy. For those who don't know, most soccer players came up from any team that you know, as you ever heard of, has an academy. Players can join at like kindergarten age, right? They graduate there when you graduate high school, about 16, 17, 18. And then after that, they sign professional contracts. Not all of them end up playing for the club who runs their academy. Usually the big teams aren't able to keep most of their academy players
makes
because they
sense.
don't wind up being good enough. But Liverpool has a good academy and has turned out a few good players, and it's been successful for them. So Liverpool is definitely, this is a huge season for them. I'm not going to say they're expected to moonwalk to the championship because I think everybody expect Manchester City to be good again, but they're 1,000% favorites. So
Man.
perfect segue. I don't even know what Manchester City is next alphabetically. All right, Manchester City. For those who don't know, Manchester City is kind of like Chelsea 2.0. People hate Chelsea because they were basically a pretty middle of the road club. They would win something every decade or so. Not really that relevant. Then they got a billionaire Russian despot owner, Putin's best friend, Roman Abramovich, who basically bankrolled us winning everything from 2004.
This explains a lot about Anik.
Yeah.
Oh,
He
yeah.
bankrolled us winning. Essentially, we won. Like I said, we won every trophy. It was because of him, and we did it all from 2004 until the Ukraine invasion, and then the English government forced him out of the country and forced him to sell the club, and Chelsea fell into disarray.
Side note, one of my best friends is a huge Chelsea fan, so everything you're saying to me right now vibes with his personality.
Got it. Okay. So, yeah. So
You're like, it all makes sense now.
Yeah,
So-
it just like added up. That's crazy.
we
Continue.
did that. We introduced that kind of money football, and we were successful with it. And then the nation of Qatar came and did it 100 times better than us. They bought the club, Manchester City, who was less successful historically even than Chelsea, and turned them into a juggernaut, right? They won their first championship in 2010. They've won, like I said, 5 in a row, 7 of the last 9 or something. They're just all-time greats. Their manager is Pep Guardiola, Josep Guardiola. He is considered the greatest coach of all time. Definitely the greatest coach of this era. Manchester United's former manager,
Yep.
Sir Alex. I still say Sir Alex is better than Pep, personally, because Sir Alex built teams and Pep was given the unlimited budget and managed. It's kind of like the Phil Jackson versus Pop argument. Like,
Oh, interesting parallel. I like that.
So, yeah, but Pep is currently the greatest manager of all time, doing great things. They had a weirdly off season last year. They have a very important defensive midfielder named Rodri. He won the European MVP, which is called the Ballon d'Or.
Oh, we know what the Ballon
Oh, sorry, y'all. I don't want to disrespect anybody's
Ballon
house.
d'Or.
He won the Ballon d'Or. He missed the whole season with injury last year. Because of that, they weren't as good, and so Liverpool was able to kind of win the title pretty comfortably. But Manchester City,
is.
everybody knows they're going to be back. They bought a bunch of good new players this summer.
I was gonna say, can you highlight a couple players?
Absolutely. So they got a guy named Ryan Cherky. He came from a French club called Lyon. This guy's apparently enormous douchebag, like just a huge dick.
You know, in soccer, the more douchey you are, the better player you are.
Exactly, you're saying. That's the exact point I was going to make because he's ridiculous.
Oh my
the
God,
only
it's like
reason
evil
that
wide
he was,
receivers.
Yeah, the only reason he was able to be cheap to buy is just because he's such a pain in the ass. So
Like
everybody's
James
hoping that Pep having so much cachet and having so much clout as being the GOAT manager can keep him under control. And if he turns out being what he could be, they will be ridiculous because, as I mentioned earlier, Chelsea sold 2 of the players of a generation to Liverpool and City. So City's player was a guy named Kevin De Bruyne.
Oh, I know who he is.
So he just not retired. He just left City after like a decade or so. Won everything you can win, won every award imaginable. He was an all-time great. They're hoping Cherky can replace that. They also have a guy you may have heard of, Erling Haaland, big Norwegian Viking-looking
Oh,
freak.
the beautiful hair Thor guy.
Yes. He is a goal
yes.
machine. He scores goals basically like nobody's ever seen. So that alone should make them right back up to one of the elite teams. Then your club, Manchester United. So for those who don't know, Manchester United are the Lakers, Yankees, whatever
Cowboys.
of this league, right?
Cowboys.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons
What?
why I ended up being a Man U fan. They were like, "Oh, you're a Cowboys fan. You should probably support Man
Yes,
U."
they are the most
Same
popular
thing.
club possibly in the world. I mean, Manchester United, and Real Madrid are probably what for the two most popular clubs in
My
the
two
world.
first jerseys.
Definitely
Real
the
Madrid
most popular
and you.
English-speaking club in the world. They are, the popular, because they're still so popular, they're able to generate a lot of money off of that. They're a publicly traded company. They're just a big deal, right? They're currently awful.
Yes, they are.
Cowboys.
They had a legendary manager, Sir Alex Ferguson. I think he retired in 2013, 2014, something like that. Ever since then, they haven't been able to sustain any level of success. They've won a few trophies, though, which some Arsenal clubs couldn't relate to. But, yeah, Manchester United can still kind of win things, but they're definitely in fallen giant mode. They're very much the Cowboys.
It'd be like that.
It's embarrassing for them, though, because at least the Cowboys have a beautiful stadium and have, the fancy facilities. Manchester United is known for having none of that. As you mentioned, former world sexiest man. I don't know if he was actually world sexiest man.
I think he did
Cristiano
win.
Ronaldo.
I don't know if he was playing for Man U when he won, but he did win out.
So
one time.
when he played for Man U when he was young,
Yes,
and
then he came back.
And then he came back. So
Yep.
when he came back, he was like, when I last was working here, they had the same lunch lady as now who is working here. This sink was dripping. It is still dripping. So, to speak to how shit Manchester United has been run ever since this time, things are not good there. They are currently atrophying in every way imaginable.
Yikes.
They have a few good players coming in. There's lots of talent there. I don't expect them to be good. I'm expecting maybe 6, 7, 8, 9 kind of a finish.
Fair enough.
Top 4 is not
Like
something they-
mid-table.
Yeah, they would be lucky to get.
Okay, mid-table over here.
Okay, next we'll
I
do
know
Spurs. Spurs.
Yes, Spurs. Let's go.
Weird kind of a setup in the sense that they're definitely one of the most popular teams in the country. As I mentioned earlier, they're Arsenal's arch rivals. They're known as the Lily Whites. They wear white and blue. Arsenal wears red and white. It's cool when you see them playing. Historically a Jewish club, and that's why Chelsea hates Tottenham. And at first I was like, oh yeah, Tottenham's our rival. And then I went to a Chelsea game and they sang about hating Tottenham even when we weren't playing Tottenham in that game.
Wow.
And I was like, oh, knowing what Chelsea is known for, this is a little suspicious. I don't like this. Why do you hate the Jewish club so much? But that's not the point. Tottenham, historical losers, one of the biggest clubs in London.
No.
But
Yeah.
things are on the up and up. They have a good new manager. He was working miracles at Brentford. Brentford basically gave their new manager, Thomas Frank, no money, and he was able to get them in the top half of the table every season. They have good players now. Dominic Solanke is a good striker. They got Mickey Van de Ven is a very good defender. They got a good team. They should be.
Thomas Frank.
Thomas Frank is going to be a good manager.
Yeah.
They've got good players. I expect them to be top 5. If something goes wrong for one of the bigger 4 clubs, they could even get top 4. They're also playing the Champions League, which should stretch them kind of thin. So one of the things that American sports fans can't really relate to is playing in 2 competitions at one time. So the Champions League basically starts in February or so, and you play it until May. And you play that during the season, so most of your in-season games are on Saturdays, and your Champions League.
Oh, so that's why you start playing on Wednesdays and
Yeah,
Saturdays.
they're concurrent.
Got it. Okay.
So, and you're playing in those competitions concurrently. So you're playing those games on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. You're playing 2 games a week. Your players are getting more tired. Your players are getting more injured. You have to have a pretty big team to deal with playing in the Champions League.
How many men on a roster?
So 11 on the pitch. You usually want a good 25 or so.
Okay.
Chelsea is famously known for being teased for having really big teams, and I know we have 33 players currently, and people make fun of us for it. So yeah.
There's no set rule you have to have X amount of players. It's as long as it fits under the salary cap, it fits.
On match day, there's no salary cap.
Yeah, I was about to say there's no
Okay,
salary
I don't know.
cap.
I'm
Yeah,
asking.
so there's no salary cap, and teams definitely take advantage of that. But
That makes sense. with
on
some
the
these
day of the
contracts.
game, you have the 11 dudes on the pitch, and you have a bench of up to 10. So you can name a 21-man squad on those days, and that's it.
And then you can only sub 3.
And so you have other dudes on your team that are on the team full contract. They're still getting their checks, but if you don't name them in the squad on that day, they can't play.
And you kind of have a minor league too, right?
Right.
You can sign players.
Yeah, you have an
that
under 23 team, you have an
travel.
under 18 team.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha,
And
gotcha.
I mentioned also, I'll keep going back to Chelsea, but last year, like I said, we were in the Conference League, the 3rd-tier European competition. We were playing against, tiny teams from Armenia, teams that we could beat in our sleep, right?
Wrexham.
Yeah, basically that level
Wrexham.
of competition.
You leave Ryan Reynolds alone.
So
Ryan.
yeah, we played a lot of
They'll be up
young
before
guys,
you know it.
Yeah, they will be up before.
They will be up before you know it.
That yeah. Also, if y'all want to wait for a club, just wait for Wrexham to get up. They're about 2 years away.
And
Yeah.
you can watch their documentary or their docu-series on
FX, give us some money.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I
Yeah,
first
man.
became the Tottenham fan, like we were actually doing well as we were in the Champions League like 4 years in a row.
Yeah.
right? Like the match I went to.
Yeah, I mean,
we
y'all went to the
actually played-
final. Was that 2018, 2019?
2019, right when we got back, we saw the Liverpool Tottenham match. We went over to Community Brewery and watched that. So they are the lovable losers sometimes, where they just can't get over that hump.
That explains
But now
the
they have.
Giants.
Now
It's the
comparison.
Vikings.
Or Vikings.
Vikings or Dolphins both actually kind of make sense,
Nah.
but probably more.
Now I
Vikings.
want the Dolphins to be Arsenal because y'all have that one undefeated championship that one time and
Yeah.
nothing else. So like,
Yeah, it's
I could
true.
see that.
That's
but
true.
Arsenal is much more successful than the Dolphins.
Yeah.
Do they
And,
have a
and
striker
Tottenham
that
just
just
lost
uses his
Son.
head?
Yeah, but Son was cooked, so it's not a big
Yeah,
loss for the
he's washed,
team.
but-
Emotionally, it's a big loss.
Yeah,
he was
he's
definitely
just
the
an
star.
iconic player, right? So
Next, all right, keeping it moving. Another London club. You're looking at my notes. There's a
I
lot.
know. No, it's fine.
West
Keep
Ham.
going.
West Ham is a London club. West Ham is the East London team. I don't know if you ever seen or heard of the movie Green Street Blues about soccer
Yep.
hooliganism, but West Ham is the main club of that. East London is real tough streets. So basically, each club had their own individual gang that would
Yeah.
go around, and they out completely independent of the games and the matches would just fight the other team's gang. That was just a thing.
Oh my
West
God,
Ham
it's
was the
Sharks
best
and
at
Jets.
yeah, exactly that. And West Ham was the best at that.
Basically.
West Ham is not that good at football, though.
I'm making
They're
a
not
movie,
one
West
of the good
Ham
teams.
story.
Yeah, West Ham is ass. They don't expect much from them. They
Tanner,
don't
you
really
should
have
be a
that
West
many
Ham fan.
interesting players.
Yeah, I should
Jared
West
Bowen
Ham.
is
That-
good.
that
If
speaks to me.
you're playing fantasy soccer, Jared Bowen is the player from West Ham that you might want to add. Other than that, not a lot interesting going on there. Next, there's Wolverhampton Wolves.
I have some buddies.
Yeah, ass.
Not
good.
Straight
Weirdly
ass.
enough, though, so
They
like.
wear orange and like.
Yeah, they have a
kinda
cool
look-
color, like
they
a
have
marigold gold.
Yeah,
The town is
it-
called
I think
Wolverhampton.
that's why they
they're
picked them.
called the Wolves. But I would say the most notable thing about them is that European soccer's version of like Scott Boris is a dude named Jorge Mendes. Why can't I say Portugal? Portuguese dude, super agent. He's Ronaldo's agent, basically every Portuguese player's agent. He essentially runs Wolverhampton now. So any Portuguese player of any type of renown will end up playing for Wolverhampton and on sale to bigger clubs. And because of that, they get a lot of like outsized talent, but they are again not really a good.
They always underperform.
Gotcha.
So next, these are the teams that are new into the league this season that were promoted. We got Leeds United.
Oh, I remember Leeds.
You were given the perfect segue. So Leeds was one of the main characters of the earlier versions of the Premier League in the 90s and up to the aughts. They were always there. They're one of Man United's biggest rivals. If you're familiar with English history and the War of the Roses, Manchester United wears red because they are like the Lancaster club, and Leeds wear white because they are the York club, right? So that rivalry kind of bled into it, but they're not as good as anymore. They currently are part of a multi-club setup. Red Bull, the drink company, owns lots of clubs in Europe and a few in America, including New York Red Bull.
Bulls.
So now Leeds is one of those clubs. So now Red Bull has a Premier League club. I don't know if that'll help them or not. They have interesting players. They've been pretty decent their last few times, so we'll see. Not a lot to say about them, though, to be honest. And then there's Did I say all three? Damn, that was quick. Sunderland is a promoted team.
I know Sunderland too.
Yeah, also ass. If you ever watch
It's a lot of ass.
a lot, they're
Get in that ass.
where's the camera? Ass.
So just be careful
Ass.
what team you're picking if you.
Because let me tell you why you want to be careful of the team you're picking. Oh yeah, you pay for that Peacock subscription.
Yes.
That's awesome. You get fucking relegated. Hey, them games don't come on Peacock, buddy. I don't know what service you have to watch.
Can I ask a really stupid question to this panel real quick?
Sure.
please?
There are no stupid questions.
What team in any professional sports league do you think needs to be relegated ASAP?
The Rockies.
The Cleveland Browns probably.
The Washington
That's a-
Wizards
Good question.
and the Pelicans.
Sorry, I have friends that are Browns fans, but
That's hilarious that you all thought of that so fucking quick.
yeah.
No, I have not thought of one. I
they
think
have 4 quarterbacks. Come on now.
the A's have are in the
Yeah.
conversation here. The Marlins,
Yeah.
the Rays, baseball teams that just can't draw at all.
It's crazy
opening
'cause, like,
Hornets.
day, they don't even.
No,
have
all those
an
teams have
NBA.
like championships, not the A's, but the other two, like fairly recent championships. like
the
that.
Marlins won 2 in
Like
the late
07
90s.
and 90.
Like 90.
I'll never forget Dontrell Willis. That's why I know they have.
Yeah,
championships.
Can we
97,
relegate
03.
the Jets?
for sure.
Jets could be in there. Honestly, right now,
Well,
in the last couple, the
Big
Jaguars.
markets like that won't get relegated.
I mean, there's
but-
2 teams in New York.
I'm trying to think.
True.
The Panthers could get relegated.
Yes.
Okay, Panthers are on the up and up. I'm going to support the Panthers here. I don't think they're
I
ready
think
for
the
relegation.
That was a little
Jaguars.
personal because they're saving us
Jacksonville.
from getting relegated. Them being.
I'm sorry,
the
but
worst.
y'all beat us by like 40. I'm not.
I mean,
gonna
they're
go
this
back.
That was
close
fantastic.
to moving Jacksonville to London anyway.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
That's a good call.
Well, you have somebody that's like running that has no football history at all, like, and runs like pro wrestling too, like
Yeah.
just like rich, but really nobody knows football in that, and yeah, you're wasting a lot of talent there.
yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, there's
What
there's
they
a
did
lot.
to Trevor Lawrence, is Trevor Lawrence really that bad? Like, I'll never know.
Yeah, I know because the system.
Yeah.
Although Blake Bortles,
situations, man.
know what
The situation matters.
could benefit from relegation, and I think it's a little fucked up to say this, but I think the UFC could use
Yeah.
a lower promotion that they can relegate fighters to.
They
So that way the fighters keep fighting,
By pride.
but we have like our top tier guys. That's who you focus on.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the music. Tanner said no mas. We are finito.
we are at our limits.
done.
Dalvin, thank you so much for all
Thank
the
you. I'm
knowledge.
sorry, I feel
super
like I took up all the
excited.
time.
Let's
Yeah,
go. We knew that would
let's
run
go
long.
Watch some pub-
Yeah,
Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, Saturday mornings, you tell us where, and we will be there.
Get Peacock if you have regular cable. It comes on USA, but pick a team. You know what I'm saying? Base it on colors.
Yeah,
Really
Tanner,
don't-
your homework assignment is by next
Or
week to have a
success.
team.
I will pick a team by next week, absolutely.
Also, pick a team that you will want to visit. So you should probably pick one of the London clubs. There's like 7 or 8 of them. You gotta
Yeah, some of those
Hey.
some of those clubs are a little far out of London, and that they're hard to get to.
Dalvin, how do we find you?
I'm coming back to Instagram, Dalvin.Jr. I'm on there. I'm on Facebook, also Dalvin Jr. Yeah, not the JR, the full spelling.
Thank you so much. Next week, we are at Water's Edge next door on Sunday. Come through for brunch and come and see the ladies in action. We'll be talking sports,
Just us girls.
fashion, pop culture. You know,
Boo-boos.
we're going to be, oh my gosh, don't even start. One of my girls is all about that life. But you know what? It'll be a new twist on Pouring Takes. Welcome to Pouring Takes Presents Ladies Who Brunch.
Love
Sorry.
it.
I get a week off.
Sunday.
We do.
And the following week, we'll be back for NFL, Cowboys, and fantasy football. Y'all have a
challenge
great
talk.
week. Cheers.
This has been
The,
Pouring Takes with Charlie and Rayya. Thank you so much for joining us. You can find all of our socials at pouringtakes.com. Take a look at our merch store. Lots of fun things in there. Take care.